actually make some popcorn for you today. What we're going to take is vegetable oil. You can actually use canola oil. I really wouldn't use olive oil or other kinds of oil. You could use coconut oil. The only problem with the coconut oil is it actually gets a little bit steamy. So first thing we're going to do is get a nice sturdy heavy pan. It's really cool if you can find one that has just a glass clear lid. And I have 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. And again, this is just vegetable oil. Then we're going to go back to the burner. Mine is a double burner right there, so it's 2 different sizes. I'm going to go on the smallest setting for this, and I'm going to put it on high. I really want to crank up the heat and really get it as hot as possible. So I'm just dumping in the oil. Again, it's only 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. Then I'm going to get in 3 actual kernels there and just pop the lid on. We are actually just going to wait. I want you to actually see how long it takes to wait. So we're at 19 minutes right at this moment. And again, I have it on high, and we do absolutely nothing until it gets smoking hot. I'll be right back with you. Just watch the timer here.
So guys, this is my life.
We're still waiting. Again, 60 seconds is a long time when you're waiting on this. Don't get nervous about the heat. Still waiting. And waiting. Still waiting. It's still on high, and we're still waiting on our clock here. Still have the 3 kernels. It is getting hot. We're now at almost 2 minutes, still on high though, but all we're waiting is until the kernels pop. So we have to wait until it gets hot enough to pop those 3 kernels. Now you can see we started at 19 after, and we're at 21. You can see a little bit of bubbling going around each little kernel, like it's almost there. We're still at the 521. We're still at high, and we're still waiting. Once it starts popping, then it goes very quickly. Just kind of moving it around a little bit. Still waiting. Woo, this is going to be exciting. 1 more kernel. It's just a rule to wait until the 3 kernels pop. My mom taught me how to do this, and if it weren't for my mother, I would have no idea. What time is it? The last kernel just popped. In goes the rest of the corn. We're going to swish that around really, really, really good. Get it saturated with that oil, and then dump it back on there. I still have it on high. It's now 5:22. And I put in here a little over 1 cup of kernels. I'm not going to lift the lid. I'm going to leave it right where it's at. Still have it on high. Giving it another swirl around. It really doesn't take long from here. We're just waiting on it to start frying, start popping, and it goes really quick then. So you can kind of hear it bubbling underneath there, mostly because your burner is so very hot. You're not going to burn it, so don't worry about it. That's the only thing we've got going on right now is we have the oil and the popcorn. That's it. So you have nothing extra in there. So it's relatively good for you considering all the microwave popcorn and everything that they put into that. This is really the ultimate way to go. And the kernels that I'm using, I have tried like the gourmet kernels that are actually the white pretty ones. You can kind of hear it bubbling up in there. But they just don't pop as well as the yellow kernels. So I actually use the cheapest yellow kernels that I can find. I'm going to give it a spin, and I can kind of see it helps having the clear lid because I can begin to see. And if you want to take a look, you can kind of see through this steam and so forth that they're starting to pop around. And again, I still have this on high. I'm now at about 524, giving it a shake. The reason that it's making that noise is just because the steam is then dropping back down. Another shake. In just a second, we're getting ready to move very, very quickly here. I'm going to get a hot pad out. I'm going to go ahead and turn that burner off. I'm going to take it off. And now we just watch it go. As it comes up here, it's really awesome to just go ahead and shake the salt on it right here where it's at and keep it popping. I'm still learning and perfecting this myself, so I would really like to get more kernels popped. So if you have any advice on that, feel free to comment. Only good comments. Thank you. But as it pops here, it'll start to bubble over, and just have your bowl ready. And when you can see, I can tell already that not all the kernels popped. I think if I added maybe a little bit more oil to it, that would help. And maybe a little less kernels, but we love popcorn. So I'm just going to wait until I kind of hear no more popping is going on. They usually say the 3-second rule. So once you hear the last pop, count 3 seconds, and if you don't hear any more, then you're probably good. I can still hear it. I'm going to go ahead and take it off. Now you can see quite a bit of it did pop out. I'm going to go ahead and give it a sprinkle of salt. I just have a couple more in here. We're even going to put this right back on here, and I'm just going to put a little dash of coconut oil on. So coconut oil is actually really good for you. So I'm just going to get maybe a tablespoon. I don't even have my burner on because it's so hot. You can see that the heat is instantly melting that coconut oil. And that's all I'm trying to do is melt it. It like melts instantly. I'm good with the coconut oil, so I'm just going to go ahead and move it directly over here to the popcorn. And I'm just Now you don't have to add on the coconut oil, of course. I think you're going to be amazed at the taste. It does not give it a savory taste, a sweet taste. It's still more of the savory. So if you're thinking the coconut is going to make it sweet, it actually doesn't make it sweet. It keeps the nice saltiness to it. Go ahead and add a little bit more salt, and you're great. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye-bye.